Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and show you how to set up for the first time the Shark Matrix self-emptying robot vacuum. I just unboxed everything, we're going to take the plastic off. Okay, so make sure you find this red bag. It does have a brush in there. We've got to take all of this plastic off. Be careful taking this top plastic off. It does go underneath this. This is like a laser, so we don't want to damage that. And over here on the self-emptying base, we're going to take the plastic off of it. Around back, this is the cord, so we're going to take the cord out. Okay, so the self-emptying base, you're going to take this off when your dirt and debris fills up. This is what you're going to push empty. That's where everything's going to go. So we want to make sure this is all assembled correctly. Over here, there is a HEPA filter. Now again, this is already all assembled. That's just a foam filter that you're going to put in here like this. Up here, we just want to make sure this is assembled correctly. There, we got this filter, and there's like a white filter that's really thin down there. Make sure that's installed, and this is installed, and you're going to close this. Okay, so here we have the robot. This is where the dirt and debris is going to go. Again, this is already all assembled. I just want to make sure it's all correct. Yeah, there's a filter here. So yeah, that filter is already installed, but that's where the dirt and debris is going to go. We're going to slide this in until that clicks. Underneath here, we've got to install the brush that was in this bag right here. We're going to install it on one side only. The other side doesn't get one. Now we don't have to take that screw off or anything. It's a square. You're just going to simply snap it onto place. And again, here's the roller. This is already installed. I'm just verifying that it's all good to go. There's nothing out of place. Brush goes here. So you're going to plug the self-emptying base in. That cord is 4 feet long, but you want to make sure you've got 3 feet on each side and 5 feet in front of it clear. Now with this vacuum, this is the back side. That's what's going to go and empty out right there. So you're just going to line it up, and then you just kind of rotate it on, just slide it on. There, now it's installed. Now we're going to download the Shark Clean app. That light did turn blue. And these lights are flashing. And it did kick on the self-emptying part. The base unit is now cleaning out the inside of it. So I'm using my iPhone and I'm getting the Shark Clean app. Okay, so once it's downloaded, we're going to click on it. So you will have to log in, create a username and password, and then you can start using the app. You're going to click the 3 little lines on the top left and click Add Robot. Okay, so once you're at this point, this is we're going to do pair my robot. So it's asking me if I've got the base unit plugged in. The unit is charging, so I'm going to hit next. Okay, it says hold the dock and the clean button, and that's what I have. I have the dock and the clean button, so I'm going to hold these buttons at the same time.
I am ready to connect your Wi-Fi.
Okay, so these two went blue, and it talked to me and told me I'm ready to connect. I have to click this little checkbox right there, and now I can hit continue. I have to allow it to use Bluetooth. Hit next. So it's finding my robot. Hopefully this is being in discover mode. Okay, it didn't take very long. It took about less than 30 seconds. I found the robot, hit continue. Now it wants to connect to the internet in my house. So select your internet and give it its password. Okay, so I selected my internet, gave it my Wi-Fi password, and now it says it's communicating with it. And those lights are like flash. The 2 blue lights went out, and now those are just walking across. Okay, that took less than a minute. Now it says continue. I want to give it a name. I'll call it Tony Shark. I could tell it where it is, like basement or the upstairs. Hit done. Tony Shark is finished. It says it's communicating. So it's ready to start building a map. And it doesn't come with much charge. So you may want to let it charge for a while, and it has to build a map of your house. So then we're going to hit get started, but I think it needs to charge a little bit. Now during this first run, you're going to want to open up the doors to your rooms, kind of pick things up, because the first run, it's going to create a map of your house. And you're also going to kind of want to put the base unit, you're going to want to put this where you want it. So it's always going to dock there. So put the base unit where you want it, kind of pick everything up, open all the doors, let it charge, and then we're going to hit the get started button, and it's going to run and map your house and clean at the same time. Okay, so the Tony Shark, the Shark Matrix here is 100%, and now I need to do the get started. It needs to do a mapping run. Prepare your space. You want to open up your doors to your rooms, kind of pick stuff up off the floor, cords and different things. Now I'm going to hit start, hit nix, and start. Okay, it says it's doing an explore run. I still have to hit this explore run. All right, there it goes. All right, so it doesn't sound like it turned the vacuum cleaner on while it's doing the explore run. And the app says that it's exploring right now. Learning and mapping your home. Okay, so the Shark Matrix took about 20 minutes to do the mapping run. Now the app shows I got to review this map. And that's a pretty good representation of my house. There's the big couch and some chairs. So I'm going to hit approve. Now we've got to create names and rooms. So we're going to hit start. So you're going to want to make each room. You're going to add rooms. You could skip for now, but I want to add my rooms. So it's best hit the add button. And then you may have to like zoom in, drag this over. This is where the first room's going to be. They start off pretty big and they just kind of make it the size of the room. Like right there. Yeah, that's my family room. So I'm going to give it a label. Family room. Update. And I could add another room over here. And then this is the kitchen. Tag it. Kitchen. I could type in whatever name I wanted and just hit done. Now it says add some no-go zones. So I do have a computer I want it to stay away from. Hit start, add zones. So I'm going to add a keep away. And the keep away zone can't be around the dock. That's what that warning was for, but mine's going to be pretty small. And it's going to be, yeah, these things start out really big. It's going to be right over here in this corner where the computer is. If I want to rotate it, I can rotate it. But yeah, just right there. Maybe a little bigger. Then I could add more if I wanted to. Hit the add button, but I'm done. Okay, so now we're all done. There's the matrix clean. I could give it, they want you to try it out now, so I could give it a try. So let's give it a try. And it's got spot clean. I could just pick an area where I want to spot clean, but I don't want to do that. So I want to do a room, or I could do the whole house. See how it's all purple? It'll clean everywhere where it's purple. If I click rooms, I got to select the rooms. And I don't want it to do the kitchen. So I deselected the kitchen, just going to do the family room. I could hit all rooms. I'm going to do matrix clean, which takes a little bit more battery, but does a better job cleaning. And I can see I'm back to 100%, so I'm just going to hit matrix clean. It's going to take 40 minutes. It gives me an estimate. Start cleaning. So it's going to undock and go to that room and start cleaning.
Starting to matrix clean.
Now it doesn't show me on the map where it's at, but it does say it's clean in progress. It doesn't show where the actual robot is on the map. Looks like those two buttons are green. It's cleaning as it goes to the other room. So the first thing it's going to do, it's going to go around the perimeter of your house, the room that it's going to clean. So it's going around the perimeter, and then it'll start the matrix clean where it starts going back and forth in lines. Okay, so it's still going around the perimeter. Now it does have two buttons on here. If I want to pause it, I can just press the clean button. That'll pause it. I can tell it go back to the dock with that button, or I can tell it to resume with hitting the clean button again. And once it goes around the perimeter, now it's going to start going back and forth with the matrix clean. Okay, we can see it's gone back and forth. It's making the nice lines. It is doing a good job cleaning. And when it's done, it will go back to the dock and self-empty itself. All right, so let's tell it to go dock. So here's the charging base. It's going to come back and dock itself and then suck everything out of the robot vacuum. That green light is on steady now. It's just flashing in the video. Okay, here it comes. Looks like it found the dock. All right, so it's going to kind of circle around, then it will dock itself. Okay, so it emptied out the vacuum. And now it's going to charge and it'll be ready to go. And so those lights, those 3 lights are going across to let you know that it's charging. Now if we look back at the app, it says it's charging, it's at 80%. It doesn't give us any notification like it had in obstacles or anything. Okay, so you don't have to empty this every time, but after about a month, you want to push, there's a button back here. Press this button, this whole thing comes out. There's that button you press. And we're going to take this to the trash can and push that button. What it does is it empties everything out of this dustbin automatically. So let's, so this thing collected a bunch of dirt and debris. There's the filter, and it emptied it out. It's going to be a little hard. So you just take this over to the trash can. You're going to press this button, and then everything should come out. There it comes out, there. Yeah, it did a good job. Empties everything out of there. There's all the hair, big chunks of dirt and debris. So I'm having a hard time recommending this one. It does retail for $400. Now Walmart sells one, this is black. The Walmart sells like a gray version, and it's got a 30-day holding tank there in the back. I think it's going to be the exact same vacuum. I don't know exactly if that's for sure, but that's usually the case. They just change a couple things. Now this thing when it was cleaning, it sounded like something was kind of wrong on the inside. I think that's normal though. So 2 things. Normally this is a HEPA filter. You know, that's just a foam filter. So you are going to get kind of some dust from that vacuum cleaner. And the next thing, probably the biggest thing, is this right here. This filter is not removable. That is the strangest thing. Now it's easy to clean. I can just blow that off and I can, you know, but normally that's a filter that slides in there, and this is permanently mounted. I mean, let's say that filter gets wet or damaged or something. I'm just not sure why they would do that. And I've heard this sound before. These rollers, I think it hits this lip or something, but this thing makes a racket whenever it's cleaning. Other vacuum cleaners don't make quite that big a racket, but I mean, it did a good job cleaning. And at first I thought it was this thing. There's a thing in here kind of turning underneath here, but I was feeling this and I didn't feel any vibration up here or anything. So I think the noise was mainly coming from down in this area of that brush roller hitting something. And it sounds okay for the most part, but sometimes it feels like it shouldn't be making that sound. Now there is a sensor here on the front, but they don't say much about that. It's mainly this sensor. And so the obstacles, so say something's really low to the ground, it's going to run it over. You need the ones with the sensing on the front that it can see in front of itself. This is where the sensor is, so the object has to be at least that high for this to avoid it. Or if it's permanent, you know, it'll just hit the bumper and turn around. But if you've got like a dog poop mess, it's definitely going to run it over. Now I will be doing a comparison with this brand new Shark Detect Pro. It does have the sensor on the front, and it did an okay job, but it's got some issues itself. I was expecting it to be a little bit better. It does a good job cleaning, but it's got some issues that I will be doing in the review. Now this Shark, I wish this Shark Clean app was maybe a little bit better. I mean, it's an okay app. It doesn't show you where the vacuum cleaner is on the map. It doesn't show you what obstacles it came across. You know, there are the iRobot kind of shows you where it is and what obstacles it came across. This is a pretty basic app as far as doing what you need to do with it. I really think this is just a play on words. They've got an older AI vacuum that does just as good a job that I have, and I would probably get that because it goes back and forth. They're calling these Matrix now, but the older AI vacuum cleaners, they went back and forth and then crisscrossed. I really was expecting these Matrix to be quite a bit different. Now the other Matrix Detect Pro is different, but in a lot of aspects it is the same other than that front sensor. But I'm just really shocked about those two filters not being, because the older AIs, they had removable filters and that was a HEPA filter. I gotta say, I'm just a little disappointed in Shark on this robot vacuum. So if you could, underneath the videos, give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my YouTube channel. I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.